Brusko Sandro is a legend, the filthy, rotten kind, the kind everyone knows, but no one wants to admit knowing. He shows up out of nowhere, black eyes, crooked smile, and pins you down with another one of his tales, teetering between reality and some kind of twisted fairy tale. 5'9", 77 kilos of chaos on 2 legs. Always wearing the same purple fleece track pants, scorched here and there by the embers of his special cigarettes, and a bomber jacket borrowed from a club years ago, still scribbled over with a silver marker to keep the words "Duple Pora" alive. On his head, a cap with shiny metallic lettering, King, hiding a bald patch he fiercely denies. From behind, a ponytail down to his back, the last stand of a faded glory, a relic from when he thought he ruled the dance floor instead of being an after-party wreck. Brusko Sandro doesn't work, never has. And yet, he was always there. At every party, every club, every rave. A perfect infiltrator, a ninja of sneaking in, a master freeloader. Nobody wanted him around, but he was always there. Sandro would latch onto you and never let go. He'd drain your brain with stories no one ever fact-checked, but he told them like scripture. He'd throw himself on the ground, act out scenes, play roles, scream, laugh, cry. A messed-up actor with no script. And you'd just stand there, trapped, praying for a miracle to make him disappear. He lived in a hole outside Rome, but he'd spread across half of Italy, Emilia included. Petty scams, shady deals, selling garbage as gold. He drove a purple Renault with the gaslight permanently on and the cabin buried in cassette tapes from the 90s to today, a mobile museum of Italian techno. He drove with his knees, crafted things we won't talk about with one hand, and rummaged through tapes with the other. Every track had a story. Every story more ridiculous than the last. Oh man, once I saw a guy piss on the dance floor at Duplay. Another time I found 100,000 lyre on the ground. And that time I sold my grandma's meds as party pills? Ah ha ha ha. He was a shadow, a plague, a problem for every bouncer in Italy. I saw him walk into Exogroove at Mama in Perugia. 20 gorillas at the entrance, 100 euros to get in. What did he do? He spotted a random girl, shouted, "Wait!" Dove into the crowd, and disappeared. I saw him trade half of Grandma's pill for half a real one. I saw him wait till the end of the night to sweep the floor for party favors, cash, IDs, anything to flip to the highest bidder. The bouncers knew him. They hated him. He was the crack in their system. I went out with Brusko Sandro a bunch of times, but he preferred flying solo. Alone, he got everywhere. And I swear to God, I never saw him leave the house with more than 10,000 lyre in his pocket. But he always came back with at least 100. Always. He was the last one to leave the party. Smoked with everyone. Talked with everyone. Told wild stories until dawn. And when no one was left, when it was all over, he was still there. On the last curb, with the last white puff, ready to tell you everything. There, in his purple Renault, with the night's cassette jammed in the tape deck. Naturally free. Naturally, worn down out of some poor DJ's exhaustion. And now you might be wondering, is Brusko his real last name, or a nickname? Well, Brusko was the surname of some poor soul who, one night at the West, Manila, found himself kicked off the guest list. Why? Because Sandro, with his scavenger's eye, saw the name Brusko on the list, shouted it at the entrance, and slipped inside. From that night on, to all of us, he was Brusko Sandro. And he always will be.